right in saying that Sigiriya is the only surviving pleasure garden and palace complex in Asia before 13th century, Doctor?
Yeah, Sri Lanka is a 5th century relic, and we do have it beautifully excavated so people can get some understanding of what the garden might have been look like, but no evidence of flora. And we relate back 1,000 years to the Pasagadi Palace of Cyrus the Great, and which has its 4 square division, which you can see at Sigiriya, and then go forward to the palaces in Syria, which also have that division, Cordoba in Spain, and then later the Mughal gardens.
Interesting one. It's a small country. There are a lot of contenders for the top spot. Take Africa itself is perhaps the greatest witness of them all, but in such a small land area, to see from the largest herds of Asian elephants to the largest animal that ever lived on Earth in blue air, to over 500 species of birds, over 100 species of reptiles, amphibians, countless pack of biodiversity. I would tell any nature lover, if you had seen Africa, the next best thing is Sri Lanka.
Ceylon Sapphires, to begin with, is a brand already. The reason for that is the color consistency and the availability in commercial quantities. There are so many other countries that produce sapphires but doesn't come close to the Ceylon color, which is accepted the world over for over a century now.
When we initially conceptualized Santan, it was all about creating an energy. To deliver that, we created the architecture, and we call it architecture of silence. Essentially what it means is it doesn't show off. The architecture doesn't try to show off itself as a building, but it creates spaces for you to kind of be part of this bigger wow. I mean, why we became Time Magazine's 100 Greatest Places is we had something more than just beautiful settings and service and food. Any good food starts with good ingredients. So we have our own organic farm, and most of your vegetables that you consume here is from the farm, so it's farm to table. We also have a concept in our cuisine. It's called the Rasa Haya. Rasa Haya means 6 tastes. It's sweet, sour, bitter, salty, astringent, and pungent. So what we try to do is we complement these 6 tastes in every meal. So there's a science behind it, and then the ingredients coming in, and the chef finally makes it. A proper wellness resort, you need to have science behind it. You need to have a philosophy behind it. You need to have space behind it, because this space, so you need to calm your mind, so space is needed. You need a spiritual and mental aspect to it, so you need to have that philosophical background. Then obviously you need to have the medical part involved in it. So all things combines creates a wellness resort.